On Saturday, after the Leonard Peltier concert at the Beacon Theatre, I had a chance to speak directly with Leonard Peltier when he called into a news conference that was organized by Native elders, his lawyers, and Pete Seeger. I conducted the interview in the front row of the press conference by telephone as he spoke to me from the U.S. Penitentiary at Coleman, Florida. Peltier was sentenced to prison in 1977. He's now 68 years old. Leonard, this is Amy Goodman from Democracy Now! I was wondering...
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I was wondering if you have a message for President Obama.
Concerning what?
Your situation, or the situation in the world, or your own situation.
Stop all the wars or what? Which is the message you're talking about?
You can share several messages.
Okay. Well, I just hope you can, stop the wars that are going on in the world and stop killing all those people getting killed, and give the Black Hills back to my people and turn me loose.
Can you share with people at the news conference and with President Obama your case for why your sentence should be commuted, why you want clemency?
Well, I never got a fair trial, for one. I mean, my case has been throttled from the moment they had grand jury hearings. They had somebody on the grand jury hearing testifying against me I'd never met in my life. And from the extradition from Canada, they violated international laws. And then at the trial, they had admitted race.
From a federal prison.
At the trial, they had admitted racists on the jury. They wouldn't allow me to put up a defense. And manufactured evidence, manufactured witnesses, tortured witnesses. The list just goes on. So I think I'm a very good candidate for after 37 years for clemency or house arrest, at least.
What would house arrest mean, and can you describe your conditions in the prison in Florida where you are right now?
Well, I'm in a United States penitentiary with Supermax Penitentiary, and that's like all the rest of penitentiaries. And house arrest would be that I'd be home at house arrest. I'd probably have to wear an anklet bracelet on my ankle, but that's would be a lot better than this. At least I could get some medical treatment then. I got a real bad prostrate right now, and it's just getting worse and worse. It ain't getting any better. It isn't healing itself, so it just continues to grow better, worse.
You were convicted of aiding and abetting the killing of these two FBI agents. What is your response to that?
Originally, I was convicted of first-degree murder, but after their case fell apart, they confirmed the conviction on the most critical evidence against me, the murder weapon. And then we filed a Freedom of Information Act and found two documents where they had done scientific tests from their firearms laboratory, and it came out negative. So this was another piece of manufactured evidence besides murder, marital witnesses and stuff like this. So then their case fell apart, and then in 1985, when the federal 8th Circuit Court of Appeals Judge Haney asked the prosecutors just what was Mr. Peltier convicted of, because we cannot find no evidence of first-degree murder in the record. The prosecutor, Lynn Crooks, stated that the government doesn't know who killed the agents, nor does he know what participation Leonard Peltier may have had in it. So in 1992, I filed an appeal again asking what was I in prison for if the government doesn't know what I'm in here for. So they changed it to aiding and abetting, which is illegal because I was never indicted for it, I was never prosecuted for it, and it takes a whole different defense in your trial. So I don't know what the hell I'm in here for.
How is your health, and can you describe the conditions at Coleman?
Well, it's a United States penitentiary, and they're getting worse and worse every year. They're not like they were 20, 30 years ago. And I have, well, I have bad prostrate. I mean, the doctor said that one side looks healthy and the other side is not healthy on my prostrate when they give me that scope test over a year ago. But so far it hasn't showed any cancer. I mean, that's pretty. This is one of the biggest killers of men. So all they give me is a pill for it.
And diabetes?
I got all the other stuff too. Diabetes, high blood pressure, had a mild heart attack, had a mild stroke at one time. I mean, I'm falling apart.
Do you have any hope that you will be freed?
Well, according to the laws, they had the 30-year mandatory release law. After 30 years, I was supposed to be released. Of course, that went by. February I'll have 37. But also, when I was sentenced to prison, a life sentence was 7 years. I did not get life without parole. I got a life sentence. So I've done actually about 5, 6 life sentences now. And, that really, they're in violation of their own laws again, just on that. So, I don't know. I'm fighting for it. I'm going to try to get out.
What is your
so far it ain't looking very good. I'll tell you that much.
What is your response to the FBI that campaigns against your release?
Well, they're full of crap. They're the ones that should be investigated for all the murders they committed on Pine Ridge. They supported those killings. They financed it. They gave intelligence and armor-piercing ammunition and sophisticated weaponry. This was all stated by Dwayne Brewer, who was one of the leaders of the goon squads on the reservation. So I mean, they're the ones that should be investigated. Which, by the way, so I might add now, some of the Indians that won state senatorship, senators in South Dakota are now calling for an investigation on that. They are going to put it together. And the son of Tim Johnson, who is an attorney in the Attorney General's office in South Dakota, Tim Johnson's congressman over there, his son is going to lead that investigation. And
what's the significance of that?
Well, you can put the murderers in jail. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I mean,
for people who don't know about your case, especially young people, how would you like to be described? How would you, Leonard Peltier, like to be known to them?
Well, just somebody that stood up for his people's rights and who tried to stop the Termination Act and all the other crimes committed against my people. That's the only reason I'm here. They ain't got me. They ain't proved nothing about me. They ain't proved I did anything, let alone kill somebody.
What would you do if you were free?
Well, I'd probably go home on house arrest. I mean, that's the only thing I can expect, because I don't think Obama's going to give. He's going to do what Bill Clinton did, and he ain't going to give no clemencies until his last year. He's just not going to. It's not going to happen. I really don't believe it. So we're trying to. George Bush signed the Second Chance Act, which is house arrest. And so we're trying to push that so I can get over there, at least maybe get some, if I do get house arrest, I can at least get some medical treatment, But they're not giving it to me. They're just, they're not going to give it to me. That's all there is to it. And, if I did, I'd go home to North Dakota. I got about 10 seconds left. That buzzer just give me about a minute, I think, I got left.
What gives you hope, Leonard?
Huh?
What gives you hope?
People like you and all the other supporters out there, and people that are behind me, my people. That's the only hope I got.
And the meaning of Harry Belafonte and Pete Seeger and about 1,000 other people who came out last night to this event in your honor.
I'm going to say this real quick. I got 10 seconds. Thank you all very, very much. And I'm sorry I can't, my time is up. I got to get off this phone. So,
we love you, Leonard.
Love you, Leonard. Stay strong.
That was Leonard Peltier. I was speaking with him at a news conference on Saturday on the telephone. He is in prison at the U.S. Penitentiary at Coleman in Florida. He's been in prison for 37 years, is now asking President Obama for clemency. On Friday, a major concert was held here in New York calling for his release. Peltier is one of America's most well-known and longest incarcerated prisoners. Go to our website at democracynow.org to see him reading his own poetry and to see Peter Coyote describing his case.